Huang Yimai's life in The Tale of Rose is very realistic. She spent her youth devoting herself to love. She put all her trust in her first love and then suffered when it broke down. After failing with her first love, Junguo Dong, Rose decided to cultivate herself. She improved her own value by improving her education. She decided to study abroad, during which Rose met her classmate Fang Ziwen, a guy with an ordinary appearance, somewhat naive and honest. After experiencing a bitter first love, Huang Yimai learned her lesson and stopped choosing handsome, high-status guys. A person with an ordinary appearance and sincere pursuit like Fang Ziwen was given a chance by Yimai. A girl of marriageable age should choose a man who loves her, has a stable job, and Fang Ziwen is such an ideal person. But in front of a girl who is so beautiful and talented like Rose, Fang Ziwen is somewhat inferior and self-conscious. That's why Yimai's brother, Huang Zhenhua, does not like Fang Ziwen. He feels that Fang Ziwen has no worthy qualities. A Rose like Yimai deserves a man with more noble conditions and qualities. When she is with Fang Ziwen, Rose no longer has sparkling eyes, no longer has bright and radiant lips. Her whole person seems to be frozen by trivial matters. Rose seems to have lost her confidence and eye-catching, no longer has a cheerful and lively appearance. She is more tired. Perhaps the reason for that change did not come entirely from Fang Ziwen alone. It also lay in Rose herself. When she met Fang Ziwen, she still seemed unable to overcome her previous failed first love. After all, her deep first love with Junguo Dong, she had devoted all her sincerity. Yimai and Fang Ziwen fell in love and decided to get married in a very harmonious way. But in fact, Fang Ziwen seemed to be just a fake shadow in her heart. When we are hurt too much, we always need something to fill the void, to heal old wounds. Perhaps that is why Rose mistakenly thought that she loved and needed Fang Ziwen. In contrast to Huang Zhenhua, Rose's mother felt that Fang Ziwen was a perfect son-in-law. Yimai's choice to get married to Fang Ziwen was probably also greatly influenced by her mother. In the eyes of Rose's mother, Fang Ziwen is an elite, honest, and responsible person. She is the person to whom she can entrust her daughter. But in the love relationship with Fang Ziwen, Rose seems to be completely proactive and in control of everything. There is no intensity or passion coming from both sides. In order to deal with her parents, after a period of love with Fang Ziwen, Rose decided to get married. And of course, a marriage with an initially unstable emotional foundation. When faced with the storms of marriage, it will definitely end in a broken relationship. The result of Rose and Fang Ziwen's marriage only lasted 10 years. They had a daughter together, but it seems that the daughter could not bind the two of them together. Coming out of the broken marriage, Rose has become more mature, but her youthful beauty seems to have disappeared. She was over 30 years old. The brilliance of a Rose had faded a lot. On this side, Fang Ziwen was even more miserable. He had turned into a middle-aged man who was somewhat old, and had never achieved success in his career. 10 years of marriage had turned Fang Ziwen into a bad man. He was too self-conscious in front of a beautiful Rose and lost his own abilities. The more he wanted to hold on, the more afraid he was of losing her, causing the gap to grow wider and wider. Until Rose's mother passed away, she could no longer bear this marriage and decided to divorce. This marriage, in addition to having no love, was also very suffocating and boring. After the divorce, regardless of the rumors, the Rose, full of confidence and freedom, finally returned.